I'm biking with Oscar Tavera through Terralta Park, one of the stopping points on the self-guided Black, Indigenous, and People of Color History Ride. Tavera is a board member of Bike SD and helped organize a small group bike ride along the tour. Terralta Park was included because of its significance to the history of City Heights.
The site itself is a great visual representation of what can be achieved. The community organizers were able to advocate for this park after the State Route 15 was constructed. It bisected the two communities, but this park was able to kind of join them together.
It's making street-level connections like these that Tavera sees as central to Bike SD's mission. And one of the few positives of the pandemic is that people have become more apt to get on a bike and explore their city. He and others are hopeful that the new habits stick after the pandemic is over.
I think getting the people more comfortable with understanding the logistics of the road and feeling just even being comfortable riding next to cars, I think getting those families and getting those daily commuters out of their cars and understanding that biking is a possible alternative, not every day, but most of the time, could be a good solution long term.
The Regional Transportation Planning Agency, SANDAG, measured a 42% increase in bike trips countywide from mid-March to mid-August this year compared to last year. Meanwhile, cyclist injuries from collisions were down 19% in the city of San Diego during that period. So more people are biking and fewer are getting injured.
And then as you get more people there is a critical mass and drivers become more aware, and I think we have to do all of it.
County Supervisor Nathan Fletcher also sees a window of opportunity to make lasting change to reduce traffic congestion and greenhouse gas emissions. His office recently launched a program to give away up to 400 electric bikes to county residents. He says e-bikes are especially promising in San Diego, which is spread out and has lots of hills.
And I think this program is a perfect complement to come at the right time to inject electric bikes in there, which are much easier to use as a commuting than a traditional bicycle. And so I think we really need to think about, as we come out of this, how do we maintain and expand the progress we've seen in this area.
And one life lost is too many. One person injured is too many.
Hassan Ikrada is executive director of SANDAG, which gathered the cycling data. SANDAG recently completed 8 new traffic circles in the city of San Diego, meant to slow down cars and improve visibility of cyclists. Ikrada says they're an improvement, but they're still not enough.
Eventually, we have to get to a place where we figure out how we separate bikes from traffic. And I think our long-term vision for San Diego region will envision a bike network that will provide San Diegans the ability to ride without having a fear of hit by a car.
Like Tavera and Fletcher, Ikrada hopes the increased interest in biking brought on by the pandemic will change mindsets around building new protected bike lanes. Some projects have been delayed by several years, often under pressure from residents who don't want to sacrifice any road space currently dedicated to cars.
We need our communities to be willing to give up something they got used to just simply because we believe a multimodal approach to any community is a great way to sustain that community.
Advocates say the great promise of the bike boom during the pandemic is expanding their constituency. Things like e-bikes and safe protected bike lanes can make biking accessible to more people, like older adults or families with small children.
Hey, this could be a simple thing that you could start doing on the weekend, and it's not a 20-mile commute, but maybe just starting around your block in the neighborhood.
Andrew Bowen, KPBS News.